Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. Now I'm going to update you on what's going on. If you've never been here before, make sure you subscribe. I am all year long. We've been talking about all this flooding going on the West Coast for over a week and the severe weather that's coming up over 2 weeks. Now, the severe weather has grown, and I will update you. And the atmospheric river has gotten worse, guys. Matter of fact, it's doing a historic Cat 5 atmospheric river effects that's going to happen on California. Over 20-foot waves along the coast and a lot of heavy rainfall. I'm going to put timestamps in the video, guys. I hope y'all get around on these different stories that we have for today. Make sure you hit the like button and share this information. Help people know what is still coming. I'm still showing a lot of heavy rainfall still coming for the West Coast. Plus, the upcoming severe weather has grown, guys. It's coming in two parts. Still going all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, all the way to the Ohio Valley with storms. And you can see this morning that it is hitting them for the next 5 days of rainfall coming on this river event. Now, this is actually a normal thing. They have it every single year. Usually it's a Cat 3 for most of the northern half of California, and the southern half of California is like once every 2 years. As you go further south, once every 3 years. But this is actually a Cat 5 on impacts, especially for Oregon, and more rainfall is coming. Now, update you real quick on your alerts for the West Coast. You're still under a high wind warning and advisories, and today is going to be the worst day of it. It is going to be the last day of your high winds that is coming with all this effects that you're going to get. Up to 85 miles per hour wind gusts still expected. So here's your latest updates from National Weather Service. Los Angeles has put this out for you. And remember, there is another significant storm coming as we go past Friday. This is going to be more rainfall added to you. Now, you will get periods of moderate to brief heavy rain all the way until late this afternoon. And then as you go into this afternoon into Wednesday morning for Ventura and Los Angeles counties. Also down here, you can see your predicted rainfall totals that's going from today all the way until tomorrow. Now, Sacramento has put this out for you guys. The worst of your winds will be by this morning. I am showing the waves will hang around until early this afternoon, but you still have chances for up to 85 miles per hour wind gusts over the mountains. With everybody else still expected anywhere from 30 to 45 to 50 miles per hour winds still coming. Now, you can expect blowing debris, extremely difficult driving conditions, widespread down tree branches and weakened trees, which will cause the power outages and impacts to outdoor recreation as well. And you can also see that this is going all the way to the 31st. So for today, you do have high impacts. Heavy valley rain and mountain snow, strong southerly winds, snow levels 7,500 to 8,500, rises on small streams and creeks, localized urban flooding and isolated thunderstorms. It will calm down by later tonight, but it will come back again on Wednesday, on Saturday, just not as strong as it's going to be for today. Plus, Oregon, you still have a high surf warning all the way till this afternoon along the Oregon coast, and there will be large breaking waves peaking at 25 to 30 feet. And Eureka, California has put this out all the way to 11 p.m., but 22 to 26 foot waves. So there's a lot of high waves coming. I know a lot of y'all are excited about that on the West Coast. Just be very careful. That is some very large waves. Now, this is seen by Euro and GFS. You can see here that your AR, your atmospheric river 3, is a balance of beneficial as well as hazardous, because there will be a lot of flash flooding coming out of this, but it is beneficial. This is the only time of the year, really, that West Coast gets to add up all their rainfall to help with the drought, so it's actually a good thing. But once you get to a 4, that's where it starts getting mostly hazardous, also beneficial, of course, but mostly hazardous. And then an AR5, a Cat 5, is primarily hazardous. Everything's always beneficial getting the rainfall, but a lot of hazards coming with all this system. And you can see here also that the AR3, 4, and 5 is also known as a Cat 3, 4, and 5. So when you have the yellow, it's a good balance of beneficial and hazardous. But once you get to the 4, it starts getting mostly hazardous. And once you get to the 5, it just gets really severe where it's dangerous, guys. Now I'm going to show you both of them, GFS and Euro, showing that Cat 5 is trending on both of them. So you can see right here with the GFS that you have the 3 is the yellow, the 4 is the orange, and the 5 being the red. Southern California, you're going to be in a Cat 3 as far as effects. It will be hazardous, but also beneficial. But once you get to the orange and go northern up California all the way through Oregon, you have all the Cat 4, where it's going to be mostly hazardous. And you can see right here for Southern Oregon, you do have the Cat 5, the AR5, so it will be hazardous for Southern Oregon. Please be careful. That's where a lot of your high waves are, up to 30 feet, and the heaviest precipitation. So you are in the biggest impacts for this atmospheric river. You are at a level 5. This will be historic. And you can see the difference with the Euro as well. So you have a lot of 3s, but you are having periods up down California where you are going to a 4, where it's mostly going to be hazardous. Beneficial always, but mostly hazardous. Northern California as well, all the way through Oregon, just like GFS. And it even sees an area for Southern Oregon where it is going to be the Cat 5 category, where it's going to be a lot of impacts. So please be careful, Southern Oregon. Today is going to be your strongest day, and I am showing more rainfall coming after this event. And you can see with National Weather Service, next 2 days, it starts adding up. Next 3 days gets heavier. Next 5 days, a lot of heavy precipitation, including still the heavy snowpack for the higher elevations. Instead of 3 to 4 feet, now I'm showing 5 to 6 feet, which is another good thing. Plus, you're starting to add up to all the heavy rainfall that's coming to the southeast. Severe weather starting somewhere around 3 to 4 days away, and it's going to recycle through a couple of times. Plus, now all the heavy rainfall in the next 5 days is getting into that orange and that red, which is anywhere from 4 to 5 up to 6 and almost 7 inches of rainfall. But when you go 7 days, then you start seeing this widespread 5 to 7 inches of rainfall coming for the West Coast. And there's more after that. Also, what's adding up in the central of the U.S. for the deep south, a lot of heavy rainfall still coming with this severe weather event. So National Weather Service has for the next 2.5 days your amount of your rainfall, with Southern Oregon, Northern California being the heaviest amount. But this is going to add up to even more. As you go to 5 days, this is with the Euro. GFS shows it even heavier. So let's take it just on the light end, because GFS sometimes overdoes it. But just the next 5 days, now you're talking a lot of heavy precipitation coming along the West Coast. And it is going to keep coming after this event. There is more coming your way. I will keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe. But now you're talking in the next 5 days, widespread for Washington, 3 to 5 inches of rainfall coming. Also for Oregon, 3 to 5 inches of rainfall in the next 5 days, with the heaviest being where you have that Cat 5 potential for Southern Oregon, Northern California, mostly Southern Oregon. And that purple right there is up to 10 inches of rainfall in the next 5 days. With it getting heavier as it goes down Northern California, 5 to 7, 5 to 8, almost 9 inches of rainfall in the next 5 days. Remember, this is a Euro. GFS has it heavier. And you can see how it lightens up as it goes down Southern California, but as you go past 5 days, that's when you're going to get your rainfall, a couple of inches. I know you like to surf on the West Coast, but it's very dangerous conditions right now with this event going on. Not only the very high waves, 22 to 30 feet, especially for Oregon, but now you have up to 80 miles per hour plus wind gusts still coming along the coast, and a lot of people still getting 50 and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Northern California and Oregon being the heaviest spots, and the higher elevations getting up to 70 miles per hour wind gusts. So let's go through the flash flooding, because it has updated to a lot of flash flooding, guys. So for today, you are in the marginal all the way down the West Coast, but now you have the slight risk for a lot of the higher elevations of California, also all along the coast. A big slight risk for flash flooding. And this will continue for tomorrow. It's going to go towards Arizona. Then the day after tomorrow, it's going to come right back while we're getting hit in the center of the U.S. You're going to be in the marginal along the West Coast with slight risk for Southern Oregon, Northern California once again. But now you're in the marginal for the center of the U.S., still from Houston all the way to Arkansas for your slight risk. And it's not going to stop on Thursday because you still have Friday. Friday, you have another slight risk because you're already heavy on precipitation. Any amount of precipitation will put you automatically in a flood stage. Slight risk for flash flooding all the way till Friday for California, and you have it for here in the south. This is where it's going to start meeting up in the south with the severe weather in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Panhandle of Florida. Slight risk for Friday. And Saturday is going to be around again. It's coming right back to California with heavy rainfall as this goes further south. And this is where Los Angeles really gets into it. And the severe weather aspect, as you can see in your vorticity, you have the storm hitting the west coast. And it will be more that will keep hitting the west coast, keeping that event going. But in 3 days, it's going to come towards the south and start becoming our severe weather possibilities. And it's going to be more than just one. This is going to the northeast. And remember, this is a weaker one of the two before New Year's Eve and New Year's. But the biggest one is still coming right around the 31st, New Year's Eve, coming towards California, bringing more rainfall for y'all. But when that comes to the center of the U.S., it is strengthening up and getting very strong. The severe weather has grown, and what our possibilities will be from this one. It's still showing from the 2nd to the 3rd. Definitely going to be the strongest part of this system. So let me update you on the severe weather because it has grown. In 3 days, instead of a little area, now it's starting to grow a greater confidence of severe weather starting up as this comes to the center of the U.S. In 4 days, it is going to go down towards Louisiana where it does that dip and come right back up. And you can see this when you look at the 5 days. It grows right again for the southeast, a bigger chance for severe weather. And I see a lot of lightning flashes as well, chances for hail. But if you keep going, you'll see that it's more than one event. 6 days, then when you go 7 days, it comes right back. Definitely hitting the south central, and it will affect for 8 days and move over again. So the severe weather has grown, guys, more than one time. It's going to be multiple times. So we have it for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the second one, which is stronger, is starting to pick up on that as well. But also showing as it shifts in 5 days to the southeast, you do still have your chance for tornadoes for that day. And it is growing to a little wide area. It's not a high confidence, but there is a chance. Then 2 days later, when it comes back on that second system, you have a chance again for chances for tornadoes. So this is going to be a severe weather event. I believe all these alerts are going to start popping up on National Weather Service, and I will update you. Because so far, you can see the dew points do raise up as you go from the 29th all the way till New Year's. Just sits there, creates all these storms, and as you go through the 30th, and 31st, it goes to the southeast, like I showed you. And then it goes out through the northeast on the 1st. Still not bringing a lot of thunderstorms to y'all. But when that second system comes right on the 2nd and the 3rd, this is the one that's still going all the way up to the Ohio Valley, all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, bringing a lot of storms. And it is going to move all the way to the east as well. And you can see this on your lift, on your cape as well. All the dew points, all these warm temperatures, getting a lot of lift in area as you get the first system from the 29th, go to the southeast for the 30th and 31st, and out through the northeast. That second one still showing stronger, still reaching all the way up to the Ohio Valley. Now, when you have that green touching that blue, that is going to be a severe area. Usually you just have the blue up here and it's going to be thunderstorms. Severe weather is now showing that it is getting a little bit stronger, especially as it reaches towards the Ohio Valley for the 3rd all the way to the Gulf. So this will be a 2nd and 3rd of January that is still showing the strongest potential for our severe weather. And you see the storms do raise up as well. So when you look at your lightning strikes as you go from the 29th through the 30th, stays around Texas, Louisiana, a little bit of Arkansas. And you do have some white right there, which is indicative to large hail as you go through the 29th, late night, overnight, going towards Louisiana and Arkansas. Then it skips and goes to the southeast for the 31st, New Year's Eve. Start getting some storms over Florida and the southeast. Goes out for New Year's, still not affecting the northeast. Then when that second one comes in for the 2nd and the 3rd, big lightning strikes all the way from Texas Look at this. This right here, this white, this is indicative to large hail, especially on the 2nd for Louisiana. So we definitely have to stay updated on this because it's still showing a lot of strength. And it's still showing by the 3rd, you got thunderstorms all the way towards Ohio Valley and Indiana, all the way into the Gulf of Mexico. And it's been showing that for 3 days straight as we get closer and closer to this event. Now you can see here with the Euro, that is a very strong system. Still is showing a 969 for about a week, crashing into the west coast. But you can see this is going to last for the next 4 to 5 days. Then after that, we still have another strong system, still showing a 950-something millibars as it gains strength and whips the bands over California once again, once you get to 7 and 8 days away. So it's still a little far away to know for sure what's going on with this pattern, but there is a chance for y'all to get more rainfall coming after this event. And you can see the system, the strongest system, the 2nd and the 3rd that's coming to the south, it is gaining strength. A lot of snow in a wraparound, but it is going to bring all these storms all the way from Texas, all the way to Ohio Valley, even Michigan getting on it by the 3rd. And look how the storms go all the way to the East Coast. The 2nd and the 3rd is going to be our strongest of our severe weather event that is coming. And then you can see how much rainfall adding up as we get our first event all the way till New Year's. Then our second event comes, and that brings even more rainfall, the 2nd and the 3rd, all the way to the 4th and the 5th for the southeast. But let's just stay the 2nd and the 3rd, stay as updated as we can. A big widespread area of 2+ to 3+ inches of rainfall from Texas all the way to Ohio Valley. Not to mention what adds up for the West Coast. Again, more heavy rainfall coming in y'all direction. But still showing not only the 5 to 6 feet of snow now for the higher elevations of California, also Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. Everybody's getting in on some very heavy snowfall, especially the higher elevations. But when that system comes in from the 2nd and the 3rd, brings us our severe weather, it is going to bring y'all still that heavy strip of snow all the way from Nebraska, all the way up towards northern Minnesota, maybe northern Wisconsin. It's been showing that for days. Plus, quick update on our Arctic oscillation, guys, because your warm-up might not last that long. Now, the Euro and the GFS is starting to trend on this, that as we go down from the 5th of January all the way to the 15th of January, there's a good chance we could get another dip of Arctic cold air coming in. Now, it's not going to be as bad as what we just endured, but it will bring teen temperature wind chills all the way down to Texas once again. And you can see the difference. GFS wants to say, hey, it's a lot of cold air coming. Hey, it's not a lot of cold air. So it's a little bit of off and on with the GFS, but the Euro has been steady. So I would believe the Euro, that this dip of cold air is coming in sometime from the 5th through the 15th. And we can't see quite that far yet. It's already way too far to know what the true temperatures are. But we can see a hint that it is bringing somewhere around the 7th at the beginning of that event. You could be seeing teen temperatures, single digits, even feels like temperatures teens and 20s in the south. Your temperatures will actually be in the 20s, still freezing temperatures, but it will be another cold spill possibly coming to the south again. I will keep you updated. And of course, it's time to pick our winner for today. So if you've never been here before, I give away these weather stations to my subscribers. That way it's like a give back. We should always give back to people, especially who helps you every single day. So I'm giving these back every single day. I've been giving these back as well as the generators I gave away. I got some more coming. So if you want to qualify for this, all you got to do is be a subscriber, hit like on the video, and share this information. It's so important that you share what's going on, especially with this atmospheric river event. It is historical how much rainfall is coming. Usually they get a 3, but a 4 and 5, that's pretty dangerous. But all you got to do is put the word radar after you subscribed, hit the like button, put the word radar in the comments, and you'll be eligible for the one for tomorrow. So let's get our comments and let's see who is the winner for today. And the winner is Tabitha Colchado. I apologize if I chopped up your last name, ma'am. Radar. You can't say it no simpler for that. Thank you so much for being a supporter of my channel. Make sure you contact me at this email, kidsgamingtoday. That is my Gmail, so you can contact me so I can ship it to you. I will need your address. I will need your phone number as well so you can track this package live so you know when you will get it. Thank you once again for supporting me, and congratulations, Tabitha. Now, I got this on higher resolution rapid refresh so you can see the next 48 hours, because after you get all these high winds and these storms going all down California as well, in 48 hours is when you're going to get that next banding moving through. So I have this so you can see it the best way possible, the best information with HRRR. Psalm 105, 1 through 8. O give thanks unto the Lord, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the people. Sing unto him, sing psalms unto him. Talk ye of all his wondrous works. Glory ye in his holy name. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his face evermore. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders and the judgments of his mouth. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. Amen. Thank you so much for your time today. God bless you and your families. Hope you all have a great day. Please be careful, not only with the winds and the waves, but all this heavy rainfall. I know it's very beneficial, but it's also coming with problems as well. Very heavy. Please be careful. And above all things, all glory does go to Yahweh, our Father in heaven, our God. And may he protect every single one of you as you go through these events, and keep us protected as we go through our severe weather that is up and coming. God bless all of you forever and keep you safe. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a great day, everybody.